हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं जयत्यदिबलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेण विपालितः दासोऽहं कौसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्य अक्लिष्टकर्मणः हनुमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मारुतात्मजः न रावणसहस्रं मे युद्धे प्रतिफलं भवेत् शिलाभिस्तु प्रहरतः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लङ्काम् अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समृद्धार्थो गमिष्यामि मिषतां सर्वराक्षसां नमोऽस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः नाडिय பொருள் கைகூடும் ஞானமும் புகழும் உண்டாம் வீடியல் வழியது ஆக்கும் வேரியம் கமலை நோக்கும் நீடிய அரக்கர்சேனை நீருபட்டு அழிய வாகை சூடிய சில ஈராமன் தோள்வலி கௌருவார்க்கே நமசபாயை Ramayan Art of Living Lectures Part 71 71st week of Satsang। ये तो बहुत दुखद समय। तो भारत में वो विमान का आफत थी, केदारनाथ में छोटी सी विमान की आफत थी, मध्य पूर्वी भाग में देश देश के स्पर्धा और वित्त का आपत्ति, सभी में क्या कुपत कुत कुतरक कुचाली काली कपट धम्ब पाकंडी राम गुण ग्राम जिमि ईधन अनल प्रचंड। What is this? Why is this happening? So Ramayana is such a grantha and it is उसकी मेहरबानी। कौन है वो? परम पिता। पिता पुत्रेण पितृमान योनि योनौ। आज तो पश्चिमा कलाचार में तो इस दिन को पिता के दिन कहते हैं। सभी दिन तो पिता की दिन, परंतु ये सच इतना अच्छी की बात है that एक दिन हम तो पिता के लिए स्मरण करते हैं। सो पिता की दिवस में परम पिता को प्रार्थना करके उसकी चरण कमलों में वही दिवंगत सज्जनों की सद्गति के लिए प्रार्थना करके उसकी संबंधियों सुहृद और समाज के संतुष्ट एवं मनधृति एवं संतुष्ट देने के लिए प्रार्थना करके आज का बैठक तो शुरू होता है। आफत में रामायण की उपपन्नता। What is the relevance of Ramayana today in time of stress? ये तो रामायण ही रामायण है। It is so apt today when the whole world is going through this difficult time. And that too we are in the pattern of Ayodhya Kanda. And that too exactly, look at this, that Paramapita ki meherbani. We are going to discuss that place where people are going to see the sufferings. Ram is a 25-year-old yuva. He didn't expect that his father will pass away. He didn't expect that he is going to be separated from his vriddh ma. He didn't expect that he is going to be separated away from his beloved people. So, what people are witnessing today with so much dukkha. But what he says, Dhuta kahau, avadhuta kahau, rajaput kahau, jaulaha kahau, tulasi saranam, गुलाम है राम को. Tulasi says, this is part of the life. ये तो लाइफ है, लाइफ ऐसी ही होता है. बट पकड़, वो राम की पाद चरणों को पकड़ो. If you hold him, things will be good. What apt this Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda. So it is going to be the discussion on Viyoga Thapa, and Tulasidas says there is nothing else but having faith, refuge. Mangala Bhavana Amangalahari Dravahu Sudhasarata Ajira Bihari. Okay, is Rama. Mangala Bhavani. Then what you do? Oh, look at this. What apt. Each one. Valmiki exits Tulsi. Tulsi exits Ram. Valmiki don't know what to say. They give answers to what we are witnessing. Dheeraj dharma mitra arunari apadkali parakhiye chari. If there is any apadkal, Tulasidas says this is for us. Faith. Dheeraj dharma mitra arunari apadkala parakhiye chari. Raghukular Rita Sadha Chali Aayi. This is what Ram and Raghukula people followed. Prana Jayi Par Vachana Na Jayi. Apadkal mein to धीरज रखो. Faith. Faith से उत्पन्न होता है धृति, दृढ़ता, होप. होप से जीवन चलती है. यही तो रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई. फेथ, परमात्मा के ऊपर विश्वास, चरण, उसके पास शरणागति करो. हो धीरज धर्म मित्र अरुणारी आपद काल परखिए चारी. All we have to do is keep. Is it not what we need today? That's what happened. Some things are beyond our control. Happened. Nobody expected that in Ahmedabad this will happen. How many dreams? Some things beyond our control, but it's so difficult to comprehend the suffering. Like the suffering of Rama. First he lost his father. He didn't know that he is going to have a viyog with his patni. But he kept on going. Faith, dharma ke upar utna dhriti. Faith. That led him to have hope. Hope is the way of life. Raghukula reet sadha chali aayi prana jayi parvachana na jayi. Doesn't matter. Keep faith in Ram. तुलसी सरनाम गुलाम हई राम को. उसका कथावली. जाको रुचई सौ कहई कह ओई. Doesn't matter whether I am a weaver, whether he is a Kabir Pantwal, doesn't matter, or he is a Dhoot, he is Avadhoot. Always keep faith in something. To me that faith is Ram. वो कौन है? मंगल भवन अमंगल आरी द्रवह सुधसरत Ajirabi. He was born as a son of Dasaratha. Who is he? Pita putrena pitruman yoni yonau. So Ayodhya Kand itna Dharma Kand. Although people for Kamyartha Phala, people read Sundarakanda because Ram lost Sita, but he found her in Sundarakanda. But for life, the way of life, it is only in Ayodhya Kand. Aaj to, the chapter what we are going to discuss today, is such a beauty, blessing. First ever spasht vakya on Sharanagati. People are crying. Oh, we have lost Ram. We don't know where we will see him. In the midst of everyone else in a disturbed state of mind. Beautiful phrase by one of the greatest exponent of Ramayan in the present century, Professor V. Raghavan. the former head of the department and professor of Sanskrit. He's a Padma Bhushan. Of course, he passed away in 1979, just at the age of 71 years, born 1908. And he was for a long time a connoisseur of music, and for a long time the editor of the Music Academy of Chennai. Madras Music Academy ka journal ka sampadaka. Imagine, it's such a coveted position. He is the first one who pulled the first and foremost Vyakhyana for Ramayana. It's not Govindaraja. It's not Mahidara Tirtha. The first ever Sanskrit Vyakhyana for Ramayana was done during the time of Swami Ramanujacharya, disciple of Swami Ramanujacharya. His name was Udali Varadacharya. This Professor Raghavan studies in Ramayana. These are all greatest treasures. He says if one has to study Ramayana, simply study Ayodhya Kanda. For a long time, he was the editor of the Journal of Music Academy. He is the one who chronicled the versions of Ramayana, whether it is in the Java or whether it is in Vietnam or Thailand. Mahapurush. He says, in the midst of everyone else, a disturbed state of mind, everybody were perplexed. The sudden turn of events. How apt is it today? Can you believe? This is what happened in Ahmedabad. This is what is happening somewhere in Middle East. Sudden turn of events, beyond control. He, Ram alone, was standing like a rock of Dharma and Satya. Look at the words. This is Ramayana. He alone stood on the rock of Dharma and Satya as one towering figure above all the others. And it is in this Ayodhya Kanda, this man exhibits himself as a veritable God among men, that indeed he was a God. That is Ayodhya Kanda. Ramayana is Janma Sapalya. Can you believe why Ayodhya? It's apt today. In this sarga we will see people say it is vidhi, it is karma. I don't know why this happened. But nobody stood still. Ram didn't stand still. They found that they left Ram. And what they say, yet this sloka comes here, yet just this happened. We have to move on in the memory of Ram. Let's pull our life together. Yatra Ramaha bhayam na atra. What a sloka. How apt it is today. World runs. World didn't stand still. Yatra Ramaha bhayam na atra. Na asti tatra para bhava. Not my word, Valmiki's word. How many people have read Ramayana like this? Pade pade swadu, pade pade atma anubhav. Sahi shur mahabahu putra dasharatastasya. Valmiki says, which is apt today. Sudden turn of events. He, Ram, stands on the rock of Dharma and Satya. Satya acharanameva dharma. That's why Professor Raghavan, he is the one who pulled the first ever Vyakhyana from Palm manuscript, Udali Varadaraja's manuscript. How many hours they have filled. Today we will see how this Valmiki Ramayana gives. Can you believe what a language? 150 years back, what we do here, coming here once a week, or me doing little bit parisraman, remembering what my forefathers studied. It's not a big thing. 1890, people have spent hours and money and years. Even remembering these names is Shuddhi, Vak Shuddhi, Manas Shuddhi. Vaman Shivaram Apte Mahabag of Pune first ever brought out Sanskrit, English, Sanskrit, Hindi, Kosh. 1890, even before Maniyar. Why I say? Because we need those today to study Ramayana. So, study Ramayana. So, Yayau, both Rama and Dasharatha along with Sita, Udhanmukam Yayau, they walk towards north. Why they walk towards north? Because north is the Disha, Uttar is the Disha for Jnana. Why? Because in those days, people, if they need something, they have to only go to Kashi. If they have to get Atma Anubhava, they have to go to Haridwar, they have to go to Rishikesh. Where are those? Uttara Disha. So, Jnana ki Disha. Why Valmiki used this? People spent hours and hours and hours. Madhumaya Bhaniti Nam Margadarshi Maharshi. We don't want to study anything. Now I am not interested in studying anything, of course. धन्य हो मेरे पिता, आज तो पिता की दिन, पिता माता और ग्रैंडफादर सभी पितामह प्रपितामह सभी लोग थोड़े थोड़े मेरे दिमाग में डाल दिए. But today, from now on, only Ramayan. Why? We have been immersing ourselves for 71 weeks in Ramayan. Valmikistu Vijayi Pratama Kavinam. Also, there was a great Kavi called Utpreksha Vallabha. How these people, 100 years back, 50 years back, there was no Google library, nothing. There was a Kavi, they say, called Utpreksha Vallabha. He says, I have been, मैं तो डूब रहा हूँ, वाल्मीकि रामायण में डूब रहा हूँ. He brings this picture. So, we go to Nadhi, Narmada, स्नान करेंगे, फिर घर आएंगे. घर आने के समय when we enter the house, we don't immediately enter. We take a mug of water and wash our feet and enter. So, although we have taken avagahana in Narmada, Amarito, Tamraparni, when we come back, we just take some water and wash our feet and enter. So, we do second Suddhi. Listen. Valmikistu Vijayi Pratama Kavinam. So everybody here, Jitu Bhai Ji, Arun Bhai Patel, or Dina, or Kanu Bhai, or Uski, Sahadarmini, these were the early groups. And then Ranjani, okay. So we have all been duping in Valmiki Ramayan. So it's like Nadi Snan. So घर आते हैं. So एक मार्ग को लेकर हम शुद्ध करते हैं. वही तो रामायण of Kalidasa Raghuvamsa. So nobody does third snan. Enough. Valmikistu Vijayi Pratamak Kavinam Tasya Anusasara Saralaha Sacha Kalidasa. Enough. Next to Valmiki Ramayana, in poetic form, it is Raghuvamsa. 14 cantos. Anye Bhavant Kavayo Jaino Athamava. Let it be other Ramayan. Atavava. Let it be, let it not be. Don't care. Yesham krita kritishu na yeva maya vagaha. I only have to take bath in Valmiki, then come home, do the second Shuddhi, Alpa Shuddhi using Kalidasa Vakya. Enough. This was a Kavi. My father pulled it out. Somebody called Utpreksha Vallabha. Dhanyo, because today's Father's Day, we have to do this. So, people were crying. So, it's Dukkat Kal. What do I do? My Ram has left me. Nagumomo galale ne najali. Hey Ram, I'm not seeing your face. Nagumomo galale ne. I'm not seeing. You're gone. This in Abheri Raga, Bhimplas. Tyagaraja brings it. Nagumomo galanele. I'm not seeing your face. We are not seeing your face. Don't you understand our suffering? Najhala telis. You don't understand. Jagamele Paramatma Yavarito. Jagamele Paramatma Yavarito. There's nobody else. Please listen to me. Jagamele Paramatma Yavarito Muraidu. Whom do I cry? Hey, you have gone. So people, Nagumomo galalene, your charming face. Valmiki says this. Tyagaraja sings in Abheri, mind-melting raga. So people were crying. I'm not seeing Rama's face, his smiling face. He knows my suffering, why he left. Jagamele Paramatma Yavarito. Who else can I go if Rama, you have deserted us? Prabhatayam tu Sharvaryam Pauraha te Raghavo Vina. This is Tyagaraja. This is Valmiki. Ekakanta. So what they say, they sing. How much repertoire, how much Jnana Bhandar. 100 years is not enough. Shoka upataha nicheshta babuvuhu atachetasa. Same thing he says, Jagamele Paramatma Yavarito Muralidu. I don't know what to do. Hey, why are you not coming? Did your own vehicle, what is the vehicle? Vihageswara, Gagaraj. Did he not run immediately when Gajendra was crying? Did he say that he is living in Vaikunta? This is somewhere yonder. Oh Ram, oh Narayana, I'm not going to go because it is yonder. He didn't say. Your servant didn't say. Gagarajito immediately, he just ran to rescue Gajendra. But why are you not coming? How much jnana these people would have had? We are nothing. Money is nothing before this knowledge. It doesn't matter you drive BMW or go in first class. Nothing to these people. Satyavak. Things will come. I never expected lifetime science fiction award. They are giving me now in Bharath. So things will come because that is the dhriti. Anyway, what I'm saying is, Prabhatayam tu Sharvaryam Paura. Te Raghavo Vina. People are crying, Ayyo, what happened? Alas, fight! Dig to my sleep. People rolled on the Tamasa river. Yettisayung oduvar, Yajuvar, Vujuvar, Idar Kadalul, Vittu. Hey, Ram has left us in a darkness. Yajuvar, Yettisayung odu. People ran here and there. Kamban. Yajuvar, Vijuvar, Idar Kadalul, Vittu, Neethan, Namai Enbar, Veya Ayan. Yeah, that guy is a cruel guy. Veya Ayan, Vinayan That is Vinay. This is nothing but Devata. Valmiki says that is what happened in Ahmedabad. Nobody expected. Vinayan Bar, Vidiyai Matra Mudiyadu. But it is there, it happened, but you can't stand still. What to do? Great. How do I explain this? It is happening, pratyaksha, relevance. What else you need? But things will move on, people will develop new technologies. That is the dhriti. Dhruvante Raja, Varuno Dhruvandevo, Brihaspatihi, Dhruvanta Indrascha, Agnischa, Rashtam Dharayatam, Dhrivam. Okay, it's a heavy subject. How do I tell? Was a great Mahan in Srirangam called Paravakottai Andavan. He was a great exponent of Ramayana. So people said, well, everywhere Lakshmana said Dhikkar to Vidhi. Now people are saying Dhikkar to Vidhi, but they all have to go through, suck it up but move on. So he gives an example, a nice story. Once upon a time, Narada was tutoring a Sishya. Imagine what to tell, whether I tell Ramayani Maharaj or Paravakottai Andavan or Amara Pita. So this Vidhi, so this Sarga is all about Vidhi. It is only because of Vidhi this Rama had to leave. His father is going to die, mother is crying, people are cursing Bharata, nothing else than Devata. So Narada was teaching his pupil. Then he wanted to do the Arangetra, the maiden performance of that pupil. So everybody there only has to go to a prime place, like we all go to academy meetings, like National Academy of Science meetings. That days it was Indra Sabha. So Indra Sabha mein Urvasi, Ramba, Sabhi dance kar rahi thi. So this guy said, okay, Narada come. Narada calls his pupil, okay, you sing, let them dance. And when it is Indra Sabha, there are a lot of jurors, and Yamadharma came from southern direction. Imagine, for example, for Vidhi, So then Yamadharma came, the Narada was pride. Like even 2 days back, Texas Tech University released a video on our lab, and I portrayed all my PhD students from Bangladesh to Nigeria. That's what makes us. It ain't boasting if it's a fact to see young minds flourish. So likewise, Narada said, look Dharmaraj, look Indra, look at how my son, pupil sings. Who's singing? These were dancing. And then Yamadharma Raja was laughing. How much guts he should have had to laugh in front of Naradji. Naradji says, maybe I'm a Chiranjeevi, so he can't take my life. Vidhi ka itna story, imagine. So you can't take my life because I am the grandson of Paramapita. Always I am doing japa, Narayana japa, so nothing can come to me. And only something is going to happen to my pupil. So what he did, because with his yoga maya, Narad took him and then hid him in some kufa somewhere, in some other lok. Then he came back in Chanamatra. Then he started singing. So the Urvashi Ramba were facing difficulty because you can't compete with Narada singing, Devanugra. Then also this Yamadharma did not stop laughing. Then he said, what is this? I thought he is laughing because I could not protect my pupil. What's happening? Then Narad lost patience. He just goes to Yamadharma and asks, hey, I know what you are in your mind. You are supposed to take my pupil's life here, so you don't know where I hid him. Then he says, Kshama ho Maharaj, I was just laughing how murk you are. I was wondering before you made him to be hidden in a gufa using your yoga maya, I was thinking, oh, look at the vidhi. I was supposed to take the life of this guy, but now Narada is protecting him. What can I do? Narada is there. But now I am really astonished with Pitaki Agnya that it was supposed to happen that this guy was supposed to leave his life by the falling of stones from a hill. So you made it happen. You were thinking that you could protect him, but that was his vidhi, that his life has to go away by the fall of stone from a gufa. That's what happened. Hey Naradji, even for a Trikala Jnani like you cannot control vidhi. So vidhi is difficult, but then you should not stand still. So these shokaja asru paridhyuna vikshamana tatatataha alokam api ramasya na pashyanti samadukkita. I can't even see a glimpse of Rama. Shokaja asru paridhyuna. Paridhyuna means cheated, dyutam. They were cheated by the shoka. Vidhi, Devatam. Vikshamana tatatata. Hey Ram, where did you go? You are just here. Alokam api ramasya na pashyanti sma dukkita. Not even a mere sight. Maybe you are wandering there, we thought. Maybe you are doing Sandhyopasan. Maybe you are doing Agni. I am not seen. Viyog. Te vishada vadana. Rahitastena dhimata kripana. Karuna vacho vadanti sma manasvina. Manasvinaha. These people, manaha vina iti manasvinaha. 2 words. So Sanskrit is such a beautiful language. Here people are good people. Just being good alone is not enough. Valmiki says in this sarga, one sarga. Manasvina manisha. He uses the word Manasvina Manisha, Manidargal. What is the big deal? Everybody knows what is the meaning of Manush. Nothing big deal. Nothing big deal. Manush means Manush. Prithvi mein rahne wale to Manush. Nahi. Manaha Isha iti Manisha. Why did I say this? I said Sanskrit is such a beautiful Vani. Not only Sanskrit, every language. There should not be wars on language. Devim vacham ajanayanta devaha tham vishwarupa pashavo vadan. Veda gives answer. What else is not there in Veda? Valmiki himself says, It's so the Viyog was such that people lost chanting Ramakatha. Jitubaiji, Ramakatha is needed, not me. Valmiki says in this instance here. So he says, Manisha, people were knowledgeable. Then they said, we thought that we are knowledgeable people. We could capture Rama. So we are following him. He will not leave us. He will come back. Manaha Isha iti Manisha. What is the big deal? How do you understand? I invoke the name of Paramapujiniya Vaman Shiva Ram Apteji, 1890. Unless, of course, if you have a Patanjali Bhashya, then it's fine. But even you got to go back to these dictionaries. Otherwise, you will not be able to do. Why this is Sanskrit is such a beautiful language. Every language is beautiful. Anyway, Manisha, Manaha, Ghana, Isha. What is the big deal? What is this? Is Sanskrit Varga. Sha, Sa. Fourth row. It's Varna. What is Isha? Sha. This first Sha. What is Manisha? Is this Sha? Why? 1890, 150 years back, one gentleman in Pune brought this out. Can you believe? Jitna parisram people have done. Ishaha, Ishati iti Isha, Niyanta iti Isha. That means if it is first Sha, you just take your tongue and hit the upper palatal. Sha. Whereas next Sha, that means it should rotate and go and hit the oral cavity. I never studied anatomy. I'm not a physician, but I try. Ramayan gives this. You have to go look at anatomy. Whether it is a real anatomy book or Google anatomy book, you got to look. So he uses Manasvinaha, Manisha. Then it is not this Isha, Sha. Niyanta, Isha mane Niyanta. Manisha. Manaha Gana Isha. Mana Gana mane plus. Manas Gana Isha. This Isha means who has firm conviction in the mind. Whereas this Isha means Niyanta, Swami. Whereas this Isha mane Jnani with conviction, Dridata. This Apte says in 1890, even before Monier Williams' dictionary, which is deemed to be the supermost earliest Sanskrit English dictionary, Monier Williams was 1899. This Paramapujiniya Vaman Apteji, it has done many mudranas now, whether it is Chaukambika or Banarsi Das, Motilal Banarsi Das. These are all nationalized treasure. Then not only that, he says, why? The people who could control their sense, conviction because of Jnana is Isha. So Ayodhya Vasis thought that they can control their mind, thereby they can control the Paramatma. So Valmiki starts addressing them as Manasvinaha, Manisha. Vaivasvato munirnama mananiyo manishinam. Apteji brings this reference. How do we know this is Manisha? Manasishino iti Manisha, Raghuvams. Can you believe? 1890, this gentleman in Pune gone out of the way to bring this kosh with a reference. One life is not enough. So people thought that they have this much duty, this much knowledge. Oh, I'm going to control. So, why Valmiki says they can't even control their sleep. Then they becomes bhakti. Then how did they control? Ram came to them because of bhakti. Jnani always says I. Whereas Bhaktiman says, you, Swami, मैं तो आपके सर्विस में हूँ. ए रब आरज़ू मेरा तू. बाकी तो मैं नहीं, ना मही. आरजू नहीं ये रब तू तू तू. Ghazal. So who is my? So people say this, what to say? So people say, okay, I am a jnani. तो ज्ञानी तो क्या करता है? आत्मा अनुभव. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. You are Brahma, I am Brahma, I am Brahma, you are Brahma, you are in me, so I am powerful. Jnani says, me. आरजू तो, मैं तो, ज्ञानी तो कहते हैं हम, मैं. Even though they say they can't कर अहंकार. तो भक्तिमान क्या करता है? तू रब, तू ही, बाकी तो नहीं. ओनली यू आर. मैं तो, आप तो मेरी स्वामी, मैं तो आपकी सेवा करता हूं. Valmiki brings that here. Watch. Manasvinaha. People were thinking that they have control of their mind. Te vishadartha vadana rahita tena dhimata kripana karuna vacho vadanti sma manasvina. People who are jnani, vidwan. Dhik stu khalu nidram tam yaya apahrita chetasa. Next itself they now know where their weakness was. We were thinking that we are jnani, but we can't even control our sleep. I slept. Ram didn't sleep. Yasya supteshu jakarti. Chartered Accountants of India. Chartered Accountants of India, such a big professional body in India, respectful, rich people. They kept this as their emblem. Yasya supteshu jakarti. When everybody is sleeping, so accountants have to be watchful. So they take this from Upanishad. Yasya supteshu jakarti. When everybody is sleeping, we got to be, accountants, be watchful that somebody is watching, whether it is an income tax person or ED or Paramatma. This is what it is. Chartered accountants use this. Don't you think Sanatana Dharma, how no corpus of knowledge can match us? So what is it? Dhik! Oh, now I realize we can't even control our fee. Dhik! Shame on us. Dhikstu kalu nidram tam yaya apahrita chetasa. They have taken our senses. Yasya supteshu jakarti. When we are all sleeping. But that Paramatma is watching, so he walked away. Chalakalladu konna, chalakalladu konna, saukyamemi. You are a great thief. Don't think only Krishna is a mischief. Rama. In Arabi, the previous raga was Abheri. This one is Arabi. Chalakalladu konna, saukyamemi ra. So he walks away. Kripana karuna vacho vatanti sma manisvaneha. Diktastu kalu nidhram tam yaya apahrita chetasa na adhya pashyamahe ramam pruturaskam mahabhujam. Pruturaskam mahabhujam. Prutu mane kya? Prithvi, you will say. Why it got the word Prithvi? Prithu is the one who came and saved the earth. All Bhagavat. पृथु का मीनिंग क्या? पृथु माने अखंड, इसीलिए पृथु धातु माने अखंड, ब्रॉड. सिंस अर्थ इज ब्रॉड, इट हैज गॉटन द नेम पृथ्वी. पृथु रस्कम, ब्रॉड चेस्ट, सिक्स पैक राम. पृथु रस्कम, रस्कम माने चेस्ट. पृथु रस्कम, दिस Sanskrit language is drawing me like this. पृथु रस्कम महाभुजम. This man with that big shoulder, he just left us. So we can't see him anymore. People are crying. Khatam nama mahabahu satata avita kriya bhaktam janam parityajya pravasam raghavo gata. What did I say? Sanskrit language. Manasvina. Then they understood their weakness. Boy, we have been thinking me and I, ahankar, mamaka. उसको छोड़ दो. उसके छोड़ने पे क्या आता है? भक्ति. भक्ति माने क्या? अगेन आपते जी हेल्प करता है. भक्ति माने ईसा. सरल हिंदी में वो बोलता भक्ति क्या? Bhakti mane vibhakti. Bhakti mane pujati. All that is there. But bhakti ka bhaj dhatu. Say bhaja mane issa. We are part of him. If you are a bhakta, you understand you are part of him. Hissa. Prathama saral vyakhyan for bhakti. Bhakti to you. Bhakti ka meaning kya? Vibhakti. Vibhakti mane you separate yourself from the mass, from the crowd. People who are swartha, you are separating yourself from that crowd. Vibhakt karta hai. Then what do you do by doing vibhakti? When you separate something, so kanu bhai to char san hai to char bhag karte hain aap. Naisa. So when you do char bhag, each putra putri kya lete hain? Issa lete. So bhakti ka meaning to issa. 1890. I couldn't sleep last week when I was reading. Rolling. Itna gyan. Did anybody think of the meaning for bhakti mean pujana? How did this come? The dhatu. So, that what comes, that is Ramayana. So, manasvinaha, manisha becomes bhakti man. Then Lord comes to you. So what is happening? In the next kanda, all this is a prelude to Aranya kanda when people like Agastya and everybody were crying. Who else is there for me? Yavarura ninu vina. In Mohan. This is Ramayan by Tyagaraja. He brings this. Look at this sequentially. So these people were now becoming Bhaktiman. Then Ram is going to come. Ram goes and resides in their chest. Atma Anubhava, Atma Ram. Yavarura Ninu Vina. Yavarura Ninu Vina. Without you, who is there? Savana Rakshaka. Savana mane yajna. But in speciality, savana mane soma yajna. The process of squeezing the somalata in Vedic knowledge means savana. Although these people take it as yajna, in specific way it is the squeezing of somalata. After 12 days of upavas, in 17th day of Vajapaya, it is known as Somalata. Squeezing is known as Savana. Savana Rakshaka Nityotsava Sita Pate Yavarura Ninu Vina Gati Maku Yavarura Ninu Vina. So Rama went, crossed not only one river, this we will see. He crossed 3 rivers in between Tamasa and Ma Ganga. Then he crosses Yamuna. Then he goes to Mandakini. Then he goes to Chitrakoot. Then he goes to Aranya. Katam Nama Mahabahu Satata Avita Vikram Avita Kriya. You are supposed to deliver on your promise to keep us, to save us with your Mahabhuja. You have not done your duty, Rama. Bhaktam janam parityajya, because we have become your bhaktas. It is not correct for you to leave us. Bhaktam janam parityajya pravasam Raghavo gata pravasam. He went to Vanavasa. Hey Raghava, you have gone that far. Yonaha sadha palayati pitra putrani aurasan. Pita putrani aurasan. What is the meaning of aurasan? Beautiful. Ura mane chest. But how can a pita and a mata be an aurasan? Aurasan means sharira bandhu, jnati, dayadi. आपकी ब्रदर कनाडा है ना, वो आपकी ऊर्सा कैसा? Sanskrit. The minute a boy or a girl is born, the first thing Ma does is holds the kid in her chest to feed. So urasan, the hug. Then when the father comes, what? He hugs the baby, throws the baby, catches, throws the baby, catches, and then hugs them in the urasan. Hence the word. Sanskrit is such a language. Because you are hugging, look at all the Bahinis are laughing. Itna, ye to akarshak karta hai. Urasan, 3 words. Go read Amarkosh. Oto Jaina. The Amarasimha was a Jaina Muni. Urasan Katam Ragunam Sreshta Tyaktva Na Vipinam Gata. What is Vipinam? Athavi Vana Vipinam. Vipinam mane forest. Ihaiva nidhanam yamo mahaprasthanameva va ramena rahitanam hi kimartam jivitam naha. What is the purpose? We are going to give our life. Nidhanam mane end, nidhanam mane dead. How do you do nidhanam? You cannot take your life away. That is Shastra Ullangan. But Shastra gives only one thing. There again, it's very important. This Sarga, if you are a connoisseur for Shastra, language, Sanskrita, and all the Paddhati, you need to. He says, Mahaprasthanameva. What is Mahaprasthanam? Fasting facing north is known as Mahaprasthan. You start drinking with milk, face the north. Why do you face the north? Because that is where you have knowledge. At the end of the day, you need to know the knowledge, Swarupam of your Swarupam of Brahma. Why they always gone to north? Because Himalayas. So people could not go to Himalayas, so at least vata, gaye. In Sraddh to vi karte na, vata, like that. Likewise, assume that you are in Himalayas, so face north. Early you just drink milk, then drink water, then you drink air, then prayopavesam. In Tamil it is called Vadakki Irithal. Ye to Jain Muni ka sampradaya. Jain pakad ki. So Jains, they normally give up their life facing north. Jain sampradaya mein ye hai. So Mahaprasthana meva va ramena rahitanam. So we are going to be separated by Rama. And what is the purpose of life? Shastra allows us to do. So let's do Mahaprasthana. But then Rama says, I am going to come, don't worry. Santi shukshkani kashtani prabhutani mahanti cha thai prajvalya chitam sarve pravishamo atha pavakam. Or should we go and dip ourselves in the pavakam, in the agni? Na. Ye to shastra. Kim vyakyasamo Mahabahu anasuyaha priyamvada. No. Rama is a priyamvada. He will curse us if we do these acts. So let's behave ourselves. Nitaha saragavo asmabihi vaktum katam kshama. How can he tolerate? If we do this, he will not tolerate. Then how can we give our lives? There he says, because he is priyamvada. He is always nice person. So we will make him the spoiler of dharma. So we cannot do so. Even in the distress, Shastra helps, Dharma helps. Sa nunam nagari dhina drishtva asmane ragavam vina. But then our wives are going to curse us. Even if you buy the correct part of grass-fed milk, you go take home and then you always expect that there should be something coming from home ministry. If that's the case, I'm not your patni. I'm talking in general. So in that case, how can we face our wife? How am I going to answer to my wife who are watching that we are going to bring Rama back? Look at this sarga. Sa nunam nagari dina drishtva asman raghavam vina. Dina. Those people were pious. Those people were contemplating Rama will come and we will bring them back. How can I face them? Bhavishyati nirananda sasri bhalavayodika. They are going to be eternally unhappy who are all left there. Sri balaha vayodika. That means the entire Ayodhya who are capable of walking came behind Rama. All those people though were left there were Sri bhalaka vriddha. Niryastena virena saha nityam jitatmana. We have come, we have boasted that we will bring that Jitendriya back. We have left with Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. Now we are vihinastena cha punakatam pashyama tampurim. Without him, how will Ayodhya see us? Iti va baguda vacho bahum Uddhamyate jana. They all said, alas, I don't know what to do. Satyam, satyam, punas satyam, bhujam, mudrutyam uchate. Veda. Vyasa says, Veda Sastram Param Nasti Na Daivat Kesavam Param. We have given up. Everything is in Veda. Similarly, we have given up. We could not bring Rama. That's simile. Uddhamya, that means hold your hands in the air. All gone. Itiva Bahuda Vacho Bahum Buddhimya Te Janaha Vilapanti Sma Dukkarta Vivatsa Iva Denava. As if the cow has lost the calf. They all started crying. Tataha marga anusarena gatva kinchit kshanam. Then somebody said, well, let's see, let's trace the path of Rama. He might not have gone far. Let's go catch him. Tataha marga anusarena gatva kinchit kshanam punaha. But it is not for kshanam. It is nearly 1.5 hours, 48 minutes for 48 minutes. Marga nashati vishadena mahata samaplitaha marga nashena. It is because of Marga Nasha. They were not able to find the path. So they were helpless. That's what is happening. Of course, this was supposed to happen, but nobody sat and gave their life. This is exactly what is happening today. Never give up. Make the safety procedure strong. Danya ho Atma. Sadgati praptuve. Danya ho. But use this for betterment. Ratasya margam nashena yavartanta manasvina. They were not able to find the path of Rama, so they walked back. Kim idam kim karishyama. What a beautiful says. This is because daivena upahata iti. It is because of acts beyond our control. Daivena upahata iti. Did I not say this sarga fits today? What else is relevance than this Ramayana? Daivena upahata iti. It's an act of something beyond our control. Ek shabda, this sarga, teach kids. Kim idam kim karishyamaha daivena upahata iti. Tataha yata agatena eva margena klanta chetasa. Ayodhyam. Then they didn't give up their life. They went back. That is needed. This sarga should be studied today. In Leicester to, in London to, Gujarati log to itna bhajan karte. Iski maharbani that Jitu Bhai aur Arjun Patel aur Kanu Bhai mein साथ में हम वो आत्मा को श्रद्धांजलि यही पठन से करता. Apt. Kim idam kim karishyamaha daivena upahata iti. Tataha yata agatena eva margena klanta chetasa. Klanta chetasa, perplexed mind. Ayodhyam agaman sarve purim vyatita sajjanam. They all came back to Ayodhya. What is this? Go back. Karmanyeva adhikaraste mapaleshu kadachana ma karma palahetur bhu mate sangotsava karmani shraddham bhagasya murdani. That is the beauty of Sanskrit. Flows. Alokya nagarim tam chakshaya vyakula manasa avartayanta tats ashruni nayanaihi shoka pidita yesha ramena nagari rahita nati shobhate. Although this Ayodhya is not having any shobha, it is dressful, it is distressful. This Ayodhya is distressful. This Ayodhya is distressful. Yesha ramena nagari rahita na atishobhate apaga garuda neiva hridat uddhrita pannaga. So what is this Ayodhya? Ayodhya is as if a river is devoid of snakes. It's a beauty. Because of that, if there are no waves in the lakes, the moving of even snake is known as uraga. Why it is called uraga? There are no legs for snake. It moves with the friction between the earth and the skin. The skin of the chest. Hence it is known as uraga. Anyway, for information. Apaga Garuda. Apaga mane river. Apaga Garude naiva hridati uddhrita pannaga. Pannaga. Pannaga mane snake. As if the snakes in the river have all been plucked by a Garuda. Ayodhya is all without any happiness. The happiness has been plucked by the divide of Ram. Chandrahinam iva akasham. Valmiki becomes a kavi. Chandrahinam iva. Like the rivers without the snake. Like the sky without Chandra on a full moon. Chandrahinam iva akasham. Toyahinam iva arnavam. Like the sea without water. Like sky without Chandra. Like river without snake. Apashyan nihatanandam. Nihatanandam. I am seeing sorrow and sadness everywhere. Nagaram te vichetasaha. Te tani veshmani mahadhanani dukkena dukkopahata vishanta. When they entered, when they came back, when they te vishantaha, when they entered to the house, how was the house when Rama was there? Mahadhanani veshmani. Veshmani mana malige, palace. Te tani veshmani mahadhanani dukkena dukka apahata vishanta. Dukkena dukka, full of sorrow. Naiva prajagnihu swajanam jana. They were not, they went into dementia. Early state of dementia. They could not understand. Dina cannot be identified by Jittu. Arunbai cannot identify his Shreyas. People were all worrying. Naiva prajagnyuhu swajanam janam va. Swajanam ursan. They were not able to see, is this my wife? But they were all seeing Ram everywhere. Nirikshamana pravinashta harsha. So, they were all pravinashta. Happiness has gone. Yatra Ramaha bhayam na atra na asti tatra parabhavaha sahi shura mahabahu putraha dasharatasya cha. Then what did they do? They did sharanagati at the lotus feet of Ram. Valmiki says, not this Ram ka vakya, Valmiki ki vakya. Padaschaya sukha bhartuhu tadrishasya mahatmana. Padaschaya. Pakado. Let us pakad. Let us all hold the feet of Ram. It is very sahinataha janasya sagatihi saparayanam. That's what we need. Padaschaya sukha bhartu. He is Bharta. He is the one who cares for Bharta mane who takes responsibility. Bharan. Bharan se aata hai Bharta. Padaschaya sukha bhartuhu tadrishasya mahatmana. Tadrishasya mahatmana eva Bharta. That's why we are all Sri. In Vaishnava Sampradaya, we are all Sri. Sahi nataha janasya asya sagati saparayana. He is the one to be sought after. He is Ramaha. Ramayati iti Ramaha. Idam pavitram papagnam punyam vedaischa samhitam. This itself, one sarga we finished. With all that enjoyment, Madhur, we finished. Because it is punyam, papagnam. This will kill our papa. Idam pavitram papagnam vedaischa samhitam yaf pateti ramacharitam sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Yaf paten, sruth, even if you listen. Pavamana sutudu patu padara vindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya jaya mangalam. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdhaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Om Shanti 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 Mangalani Santu Subham Bhavatu.